Oh shoot. Hello. Hold up. Welcome. Hi. There's no
Hello
audio.
there.
Hello. I can't hear a thing. You guys can hear it probably, but I can't. Wait, hold up. Audio properties. There we go. Hi. Alright, so welcome everybody to I don't know. Welcome. We're gonna be behind the scenes for a little bit. Can't see stuff right now, but don't worry. We are just getting started. I'm working on something. Hold up. We're working on something right now. It's being worked on. Why am I so quiet? Why am I so quiet? Hello? Oh, don't. Hello, welcome everybody. We're getting started soon. I can't find my stuff. Also, why am I so quiet? Hi, welcome. Sounds fine. I don't know. I find. Oh wait, is it me? Maybe. Yeah, it's probably me. I have my stuff turned all the way down because I can't hear. You see, when I speak, I can't hear myself. That's my problem. I can't hear myself when I speak. Look. Why do you do this? You play audio and then you stop. What's wrong with you? Sorry, I'm talking to my BGM. My BGM's being weird. That's my starting music. Also, the organization on this website I'm on right now, I'm trying to find stuff. I can't see. I'm trying to find something and I don't hear. Anyways. Oh, maybe. Alright, here it is. Yes. Alright. Save image. Save image. There we go. Alright. Add image. Oh shoot. Stage. You know when you try to rename something and you're like, image. This image already exists. Okay, image number 2, you know. Yeah. Also, it's like awkwardly quiet. Why? Oh, we're just gonna continue doing that, I guess. Right. Okay. There we go. Alright. And then I'm gonna be right here. Okay. Alright, let's start. I don't know what this looks like. This is gonna be very scuffed because I actually don't know how this looks. Okay. Also, I don't have my sound effects. Hold on one sec, let me set that up too. Oh boy. Hello, how is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I did this last minute. I opened this up and I was like, you know, it'd be a fun idea. This thing that I wrote this script. Oh, I probably shouldn't be telling you the script. I came up with this, by the way. This is comedy. This is comedy. This is a comedy club. We're not playing a game today. We're gonna be doing comedy. Yay, right? Yay. I have 2 ideas, by the way. One of them you might see later, but I will be going soon to touch grass for a very while, like a week and a half. So maybe you will see it afterwards, but who knows? Where are my sound effects? Where are my sound effects? Oh my god, my organization. Song instrumentals, no. Maybe library effects, maybe, no. After Effects? No. You like how my music just cuts out every once in a while? Isn't that great? Isn't that funny? Ah. hilarious. Kyo comic, yeah? Yeah. Comedy. I am a comedian, guys. You know what? Being being a streamer, you are a comedian all the time. I am a comedian. I am the comedian. I am Mrs. Funny Man that can't find the 300 sound effects that she downloaded like 2 weeks ago. Here it is. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't have that sound effect. No. Okay, never mind. What? Let me download it. My god. Or, I guess we can just do... We can work with this. We can work with this. I'm gonna use anything else except for the thing I'm trying to do. Okay, what do you think sounds closest to a ba-dum-ts? What do you think sounds close? FNAF, Viva, no, it has to be something that I own. Application audio capture. Oh boy. Wait a minute. Hold up. BGM. Oh, okay. Can't go wrong with fart noises. You're right. We're gonna be basic. We're gonna be basic and go with fart noises, I guess. We're gonna be basic and go with fart noises. Alright, can you guys hear this? When I play? Probably not. Audio? Sound effects? Oh, never mind. No, you can't. I don't know. Oh god. Like, I have goofy sound effects. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay, one. Okay, where's my... Okay, fine, we're gonna do fart effects because we're boring. Is that... If I work for this, if Brad is gonna work for you too, yeah. Sure. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with that. I have 2 sound effects that I'm trying to replace, but I don't have that effect because apparently I have every single meme sound effect out here except for literally like the what's it called? The... Yippee, you know. Alright, never mind, I found it. Okay. Evidence. Yeah. And then ooh. No. Okay, that doesn't help me. Never mind. We'll just do this. Alright. Welcome! Wow, that didn't help at all. My audio didn't change. Great, my audio didn't change. My audio's the same. Oh no. Alright. That's fine. It's fine. We're going with it. Alright, okay, we'll start. Okay. I like how my audio is not consistent. Like, what is going on here? Hello? Sure. Okay, I don't know. Some random audio. Okay. Welcome! Maybe this one. No, I like this one better. Alright. Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome into the comedy club. Welcome into the comedy club, everybody. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a great time. We had to get some things set up in the background because I started this. We just opened. The comedy club is just opened. It's new, but oh gosh, why is my audio keep coming out? But yes, exactly. Yes, but that's it. That's the joke. Wow, so funny. Can we laugh? I had a laugh track and I don't have it. So we are just gonna go with my laugh track is this. That's it. That's a laugh track. We don't have one. Anyways. Yeah. I don't have a laugh track. My laugh track, I have this. I have that. And I have this. And a bottom. So. Anyways. Hello everybody, woman, come in everybody. I hope you all enjoy the special show that I prepared for you all today. We are going through... Oh man, I don't even have a cheer or clapping sound. Pretend everybody's clapping, okay? So go, woo! Alright, welcome in everybody. Hello. Uh-oh. My stage is... Da-da-da! Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Hold up. Anyways, hello. It is I, the MC for tonight. My name is John No. My name is MC. It stands for Michael Cena. Yeah, Michael Cena. And I am introducing you today to... I'm introducing you today to a very special guest. Kel, who has a legendary stand-up comedy performance for us all. So, can we get a round of applause to introduce our special guest? Oh shoot, where's my microphone? Hold up. Hello. Hi. No. Where's my microphone? 1 second. No. That's fine. Let me get my microphone. Hi. Hi everybody. It is I, Leggy Legusta. Yes, that's my name. Here's my microphone. Alright, here's my microphone. Yes, amazing. Yep. This is the special show I have for y'all today. Anyways, hi everybody, hi. Wow, really awkward crowd today, isn't it? My first performance, I'm not nervous. Absolutely not nervous at all. Hi, okay. Wow, I did not do my intro correctly. Hello, hi everybody. Okay, gotta figure out how to do this. I can't see and look at my script at the same time. Yes, I scripted this. Hi everybody! Welcome to the welcome to the Outstanding Comedy Club. Yes, this is the Outstanding Comedy Club. I hope that you enjoy my jokes and laugh a lot. So, to start off with, I hope you find my jokes a real kicker. I'm not going to explain any of these. I'm leaning on these jokes to make you laugh. Thank you, drummer man. Because these leg puns are truly a step above the rest. And I am putting my best foot forward. Ha! Yes. To take a step in the right direction, because I truly put a lot of soul behind them. I spent many days writing these kickers. And do you know what I can't stand? Yes, I'm gonna abuse that button. Do you know what I can't stand? That I have no shadow. But also the fact that how funny these puns are, because I might heel over. Do you think they're funny, or am I pulling your leg? Let's get into the actual jokes, though. I have a little bit of a comedy advice section for you all. Alright, let me go through my note cards. I have a brochure. Okay. Alright, let me see. I took advice from a couple of people before this, and I asked them advice. I said, what would you need advice in? And this is what they said. Advice on how to get a promotion. Always do the legwork. Why did the leg go to school? Because it wanted to stand out. Why did the pirate fall off his pirate ship? Because his legs weren't on board. And remember, finally guys, to get in the swing of things and never skip leg day, And when you're really tired and your legs are tired and your legs don't work like the way they used to before, you gotta dig your heels in. You can't see, but I'm winking right now. And that is it for our advice column. Thank you very much. Alright, I think I'm making good strides so far, but I gotta get a leg up on the competition, so let's continue. Alright, why do legs get in a fight? Because they got in a standoff. And what is a legs bag habit? Jumping to conclusions. I almost became a flamingo, but my friend said I had to put my foot down. And had a leg stay in good shape, because they run on good vibes. Alright, you might think I don't have anything to stand on, and that might be true, because you might like being like, yo, where is the floor right now? Well, you don't have to worry about that right now. I don't have a punchline for that joke. But I know how to get my foot in the door to make you enjoy this show. And I stumbled upon the best idea the other day to do this, so these jokes needed to be told. My legs and I have an amazing relationship, as you can tell. We always support each other. And I've been told that I have very nice legs, but I gotta make a footnote about that later. You gotta put this in the video. And anyways, finally, let's kick back and go out on a limb here. We've just grown by leaps and bounds, but I'm on my last leg. And I've been towing the line all night with some of these puns. But anyways, I hope I swept you off your feet. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed coming to the Stand-Up Comedy Club. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. That was wrong about a second. That was Kyo Kamiya. And thank you for coming to the comedy club. We are a one-man show act, and that is it. Oh, where'd I go? Where'd I go? I'm gone. Oh, there I am. Wait, why am I so huge? Holy moly. Wow. That was exciting. I hope you guys liked that. That was an idea I had for like a while. I was like, you know what I should do? I should do a stand-up comedy. Do you guys like my legendary, thank you. Do you guys like my stand-up comedy? Do you guys think I should be a comedian? Do you guys think I should go full-time into being a comedian? Brilliant idea. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't have a laugh track. I'm so sad. I was gonna I don't know, do like a laugh track thing. May as well try to get your feet wet. Hell yeah. I think I have a future. If being a VTuber doesn't work out for me, I think I should try stand-up comedy. Yes, this entire thing was a pun off of literally the word stand-up comedy. I was like, it'd be funny. Anyways, that was me behind the scenes for like 5 minutes trying to download all my assets and set up everything. Yep. I wrote down a lot of jokes about legs. I was like on a website, I was like, what are leg jokes that I can make? Anyways, how is everybody? How is everybody? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? What's with my lighting? Yeah, I have nothing else to say. That was it. That was a joke. I'm out of funny for tonight. I am no longer oh my god, I'm so holy. I am. That is it. Yep. I was gonna play a game. Like I said, I put in my stream title, I was gonna play a game and I was like, it's like, I fell asleep and I woke up at 9. So I'm streaming at like 11:30. So it's a little bit late to play a game. I kind of wanted to play this game called Am I Nima? Maybe not. We'll do it next time. Anyways, yeah. What did I do yesterday? The reason why I took a nap this afternoon is because I fell asleep, and I was like, I fell asleep first of all. Because last night I stayed up until like 5 a.m. drawing. And then, because I am a horrible person at keeping track of time, by the way. Maybe some of you know this. Maybe a lot of you know this, but I am very bad at keeping track of time. And I'm also very bad at multitasking. So if you are like, wow, why don't you do something else while you're just yapping on stream? Because I cannot. If you want me to like work on something, I have the full focus, like 10%. And also because my computer is very much chugging away. Yeah, lost my footing. My foot. Sorry, not my foot. My computer hates me. And any single time I try to open up anything else other than VTube Studio and OBS, my computer will shut down. Like, my OBS will crash. That's it. Yep. And you're like, wow, I would love to get some video editing done. I would love to, I don't know, do something else. But my computer does not like it. Unfortunately. Because I would like to, I don't know, listen. Well, first of all, I would like to download my music. I've been transferring a lot of my playlist songs to my MP3 folder. Yeah, it's on my last legs. It's just funny because I bought this computer like 2 years ago. 3 years ago. When did I first start streaming? Like 3 years ago? 4 years ago? I bought this thing in like 2022. 2022. And yeah, that's as old as me. Wow, I didn't know you were 4 years old. Congratulations. I didn't know you were 4. Wow, you're as old as a 4-year-old. Yeah, my computer doesn't like itself. But you know, who doesn't? Who doesn't? I don't think there's a lot of people who don't like it. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, it does not like stuff being done. Like if I were to open up my program and start downloading songs in the background, my computer would die because for some reason downloading music takes a lot of processing power. So as much as I would like to download a lot of my music or like my older music that I want to listen to on my really old music player, it cannot. It will not run. But yes, I have a couple songs that I've been listening to recently. I was going on to, I don't know if you've guys seen, there's a couple songs that I recently discovered that I really wanted to like download, but I haven't gotten the chance to yet because it's like a debate constantly of going back and forth between, do I want to play a game? Do I want to read manga? Do I want to like sleep? Anyways, I bought a guitar. I got a guitar, but I'm gonna be going on a break to touch grass for like an extended period of time, and I may or may not be around for that time. I'm gonna be like extended touching grass, you know, like touching grass extreme version, like the X mode version, the pro version of touching grass, whatever that means. I will be straight up I'd be straight up touching it, and by it, well, let's just say oh. Well, let's just say grass. Yeah, we'll be touching grass for like a week and a half, starting this week. Where did that come from? Was that joke of like, oh, when are gonna be doing it? And by it, I mean, well, I think it came from Tumblr. I think that came from Tumblr, like a really old Tumblr meme. Yeah, downloading MP3 player. No, I mean like at the same time. If I were to run songs in the background, like let's say I want to download my entire Spotify playlist. I have a song playlist on Spotify that's like 200 songs or whatever. If I ran that on, I've been using this program called, let's see here, what's it called? Media human? Yeah, YouTube to MP3 player. Media human. I've been using that to download my audio, my music, because I do not care for FLAC files or anything super fancy like that. But yeah. Running that on its own, just on its own, takes up at least 70% of my CPU power, so that's a struggle. That is fun. That's always fun. It's always fun. Yeah, even if OBS Studio and VTube Studio were not running, if it was just by itself, it still gets pretty spicy. But yeah, I'm really hesitant to run it when I'm streaming because I know it's going to crash OBS. So that's why every single time I sit here and we do like this just chatting, just know that I am sitting here and we are spending quality time together. And I am just staring at the screen. Like, I stare at chat, I stare at you guys, there's nothing else going on in the background. As much as I would like to be doing something else. I sit here and I'm like, wow, is this the most productive use of my time? Should I be working on school? And I go, meh, 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 meh. You know? But, I like spending time with you guys. I like chatting. This will be the last time that you'll see me. In like 2 weeks. I'm kidding. Maybe. Maybe not. If I stream Friday, we'll see. I have to pack. I will be going on a trip. Like said, I'm touching grass. I'm touching grass extended pro. And I'll be recording videos. I'll do like a little mini vlog. I'll see if I can record and like edit together a vlog. It'd be kind of fun. Kidding grass. Yeah. Stop. Don't touch me there. That is my no-no square. I see if I can record stuff and put it together into a vlog. I'm going somewhere very pretty. A lot of nature. I'm actually going to be touching grass. Not that I don't touch grass. Actually, that's not true. I don't touch grass in the regular. Even when I go to work. I stay indoors all day. Everyone's always like, I went for a walk outside. It's so hot outside. I'm like, haha. I spend my entire break sitting in the hallway. Long form content on YouTube. I don't know. Editing takes a really long time. I don't know about long form content. At most it'll probably be like 5 minutes, 7 minutes. We'll see how long I can get it to edit down to. If you guys don't mind watching long extended cuts of nature, of like silence, and maybe me occasionally in the narrator being like, look at the beautiful waves. Wow, what a wonderful waterfall. Like, if you guys don't mind that, and like nothing else but nature sounds, sure, it can be maybe 20 minutes long. But if it's just, wow, look, to day one, look guys, today we went to so-and-so place and we went on a like 10-hour hike. I went on a 10-hour hike and I died. And here are some pretty pictures. Next slide. Like, that's the kind of stuff that would probably be seen. Honestly, I don't know how to record videos. I'm really awkward in front of a camera. It's very ironic that I say this as I'm streaming. It's one thing streaming because it feels like I'm talking to like somebody. Like, it feels like I'm talking to somebody, but like talking to the camera is awkward on another level because I'm like, wow, you're just like, I'm staring at myself. I'm staring at the camera and I don't know what to say to it because it's like, hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, that's what it feels like. It's very awkward. Like, I'm fine streaming in crowded public. Oh, maybe. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll record audio with no voices and nothing like that, and then I'll edit it out. It'll just be silence, and I'll play music, and you'll just see photos. And then I'll edit myself in there, into the video in the background. You'll see me in the background. You'll see me, like, there, right? And then I will do a narrator voiceover. You won't even hear me over the video. Actually, there, I will just edit voices in. There we go. Problem solved. There we go. I don't need to be on the scene. I don't need to say anything. I'll just narrate the whole thing. It'll be like, who's that narrator dude? Benedict Cumberbatch? Is that his name? Is that the joke name or is that his actual name? Benedict Cumberbatch? Benedict. David Attenborough. Well, he's one of them. There's also a couple others. Like, I don't know celebrities. Stevie Wonder? Stevie Wonder, my favorite narrator. Also, astrophysicist, yes. Stevie Wonder, my favorite astrophysicist slash narrator. What does Cumberbatch narrate? I don't know. Who is he? I just know he's an actor. Does he narrate? There's David Attenborough, and there's also like, I mean, that's the British dude that goes like, here we see two penguins on an iceberg. That, I don't know, that's David Attenborough. But there's also that other dude, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, Morgan Freeman, the other semi-famous, semi-well-known narrator. Benedict Cumberbatch. That is his name. I've been calling him Benedict Cumberpatch. Not Cumberbatch, it's Cumberpatch. Is the actor for Doctor Strange and Sherlock Holmes. Oh, okay. He's the little British dude with curly hair who kind of looks like Frodo. You know, I've never actually watched any of the I've never watched any of those series. I've actually never watched Lord of the Rings. I've been wanting to. Maybe it'll be a great time when I'm out touching nature to finally start reading Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. Somebody got sniped. I swear to God, the amount of people that get banned on my channel, you know how I see like a list of people that get banned? Like that? They have the most robot names ever. Who names themselves Portentous Estuary? Robot. It's like they just slammed the randomize button on their desk and was like, random words, go. It's random, exactly, it's randomly generated, and it's like, okay, that's obviously a robot. So anybody, I'm so sorry, anybody who comes in here and they have like a weirdly robotic sounding name, like Reddit names, I don't know, you could name yourself Pissbot. Sorry, Pissbot user on Twitch, if you exist, but you might be a bot. You might be a bot. Ban anybody called Kyoko, but my name is obviously a name. You know, there's a lot of people out there who put VT after their name, and it's like, oh, my name is... I could name myself Kyo VT. I don't know if that name exists already. I don't know what's cooler, Kyo VT or Kamiya VT. And then it'll be like, oh, you see my name? Ah, she's a VTuber. It's like how people on YouTube, they put like their full name and then they put CH dot. Like, this is my Kyo Kamiya channel. That they do that on YouTube. I don't know why. I find it more specifically common among like the Japanese audience, but I see some people over here in English speaking copy that as well, and it's like a little odd, or it's interesting to me because it's like, we know you're a channel. We know you're a channel. Why are you naming yourself channel? And they're like, hello, this is the blah 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 channel. It's like, okay, I think you should just be an individual. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I like my stage. I like my stage, you know what? I'm gonna change my background. Hold on one second. Background. Image. PG. Alright. Hell yeah. Wrong thing. I'm on studio mode. For some reason that transfers me to whatever background I'm on, so yes. Alright, we'll stand here. Why is my background so tiny? Background. Hello again, hello. Hi. Hello, how are you? Hold up. My background's kind of weird. There we go. Nice. We have, there we go. Looks fine. I like this website. This is from, this background is by Ira Sutoya. Yeah, I forgot the name for a sec. Ira Sutoya. I like this grain film effect they have in all of their images. It's very like nice. I like this effect on pictures when it's like a very like rough image. Anyways, we're gonna stand really far back. Flashbacks to when I was in theater and they made me stand on stage and then I had to do a monologue. That was fun. Very embarrassing, by the way, to do theater. I did not pick theater of my own volition when I was in high school. They kind of put me on the stage and they were like, it'd be funny. It'd be funny if we assigned Kyo theater. So I was a theater kid, yes, in high school, but not by choice. Not by choice. Image. There we go. I'm gonna give myself a little microphone. Yippee! Alright. I have the stage. Yay! That's part 2 of my stand-up comedy act. Anyways, when I was in high school, my school's guidance counselors were not very... Look how tall I am compared to this microphone. Wow, I'm so tall. My guidance counselors randomly assigned me multiple times to a lot of things that I did not ask for. Very funny. Not only did they put me in a program that you had to audition for and you had to apply for, that not everybody could get into, they put me in that class. They put me in the class, and then that teacher who taught that class was like, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And everybody else was like, "Why the heck are you here? You didn't apply. You didn't do an interview to get in." And I'm like, "I really don't know why I'm here. I don't want to be here." They made me take that twice. 2 times. Not of my own volition, not of my own pick, but they made me do it. And I was the only person in that class who actually did any work, because that class was seen as an easy course. And I am mad about that. Hi. Hello. You're not tall. It's just that Mike is just short. No. I'm 7 feet tall. Where's the cookie ready to throw tomatoes? Oh gosh, 1 second. Let me set that up. Is it off right now? Is it not working? God. Nothing's working. Where? Hold out 1 second. I do actually have a routine for that, but I don't think it's working right now. 1 second. Where am I? Oh, there it is. Now it's working. Okay. Alright, it's working now. I bet. I'm pretty sure it works. Hold on, somebody... Oh, let me test something, actually. I can do it. I can test. You're as pretty as the day I left you. Oh my god, I'd love to see her leave. Wait, no, what was the joke? I love to see her leave. Wait, no, I hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you walk away. Oh, it is on. Hello? Oh my god, it's not working, is it? What up? Why are you not working? How? Hold up, I can't see. Oh yeah, it does work. Okay. That's weird. I don't hear anything though. Yippee! Technical problems! Yay! Thank you for the head pat. It's working! We don't have any audio, but it's working. Oh, I think I know the issue. Control audio. Yep, there it is. There it is. Yep. Alright, now audio should be working. I just don't know why it doesn't work on Twitch. Calibrate. Cancel. Settings. It's working on Twitch. Is it? Yeah, that's working. I don't know why. Okay. Well, it's not working. We do not have that option, apparently. It does not work. Ma'am. 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 Thank you for that. Apparently that doesn't work. But anyways, how are you, Cat Goes Mew? Hello, hi cat. Hello. 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 I feel like I'm a parrot. Oh, apparently that doesn't work. It works for me. I don't know what doesn't work on here. That's odd. Hold up. Can I fix this? I just got a Java error. Huh. I am really nervous to set that up on stream because it might actually shut down on me again. Like if I reset this, I am like really nervous that it's going to it says there's a new version available. If I reset this, is this thing gonna like die? Right? I don't know. I could be a parrot, I could be. I'm not colorful enough for a parrot though, I don't think so. Yeah, that's weird, I don't know, it's not somewhere it's not working. Wait. Is it the redeem? Settings. Test. Oh. Oh. That works. Settings. No. Calibrate. No. Help. No. Settings. I could be a parrot. I don't know if I'm colorful enough for it. Do you think I could be a parrot? Do you think I would be like a very successful parrot? If I was a parrot, I think I'd be very annoying. I'm gonna be very... I can make my hair green. Well, the best I can do is this. The best I can do is this. I can be pink. That's it. That's as far as I get. This is it. What's up, gamers? What's up? How are you? Hi, it's Unicorn. Corn. Oh, wait 1 sec. Okay, redeem. Listen for redeem. Should work. Oh, it's cooldown. Okay. I don't know why that doesn't work. Not successfully just a parrot? Yeah. Sakura? Oh yeah, pink. This is my the pink makes you look like Iron Mouse. I don't have purple though. Iron Mouse is pink and purple. I'm just pink and black. No, I look like an e-girl. I just look like an e-girl. Yep. That's me. I'm an e-girl apparently. Yep. Apparently that doesn't work. Which is weird because it should. Anyways. How odd, how odd. Okay, that doesn't work. Anyways. I have to look at that later. I think I have to update the set. I have to update the program. Every single time I update OBS, everything breaks and then I have to redo it again. Also, why am I so pixelated? I'm so pixelated. Wait, I'm gone. OBS is a menace. OBS doesn't like me. OBS doesn't like me. OBS is buggy at the best of times and probably the worst of times. But that's fine. We make do, right? This is how it goes. POV, you are a POV. I'm a housefly. Whee! This is when some people would ask, "Kyo, are you bored?" No. I just never use myself like this. Like I don't look at myself in where'd I go? I don't look at myself in this perspective very often. You know, if you could pick yourself up like a PNG and you could drag yourself around to different places, would you not do that? Would you not do that of your own volition? Would you not choose to be like, "Hey guys, look at what I can do"? This is like VR chat, but like instead of VR chat, the metaverse. But the metaverse is like a 2D image. Oh, I'm 2D. I throw myself out the window. Exactly. Exactly. Would you not choose to be like, "Wow, I wonder what I look like at the top of the Eiffel Tower," and throw myself off a cliff, right? I defenestrate myself. Big word. Big word. Surprising. Big word. By the way, guys, for people who don't know, defenestrate is the meaning to throw yourself out the window. To throw somebody else out the window. Not yourself, but to throw somebody out the window. Am I tired? No. I took a nap earlier. And I'm up. Why? Do I sound tired? Everything I'm processing is because I am distracted. Probably. Like 5%. I can't see Twitch right now. What does it mean to be defenestrated? It is spelled. Spelling bee time. Hi guys, welcome to my spelling bee. It's spelled DEFENESTRIATION. Defenestration. Defenestrated. Definition. To throw yourself out the window. Wow. I can spell. Yeah. Let me make my mic taller. What if you remove the D? Then it just becomes fenestration, and I don't know if that's an actual word or not. Well, D is the to do the opposite of, right? The context of D is like duh. like denote or demolish, the root Latin is the negative. Apparently it's an architectural term. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Did pull some through a window? The arrangement of windows and doors on the elevations of a building. Cool. People who study architecture, can you confirm, please? People who study architecture. Do we have any architects in chat? Does any architects want to confirm? I believe you. You know what? I'm not gonna fact check that. I'm gonna believe you. I don't care. You could feed me misinformation and I'd be like, okay. I'm not looking that up later. I don't give I'm not gonna look that up later. I'll believe you. If nobody else believes you, I believe in you. Even if you're wrong. Even if you're wrong, I believe you. Birds aren't real? True. I'm not real, guys. I live in your imagination. I live in your walls, and I'm a voice in your head. That's what I want you to think of me. I want you guys to show me. This is my goal, by the way. If you guys ever were like, hey, Kyo, why'd you become a streamer? My goal, my future goal, my forever goal, ever. I want you guys to be able to go up to your parents and be all like, hey, mom and dad, look at this cool streamer I found online. Look. And then you'll show them me, and I say something like, brrr, and then they'll be like, what the heck is that? And then you get to tell them, you get to explain to your beautiful, wonderful parents, she's a voice that lives in my head and she's not real, and I'm crazy. That's what I want. That's the experience. That's what I experience that I want you to have. My future goals, everybody, I want you all to introduce me to your parents. That's what I want. I'm either correct or I'm lying. Exactly. You're either right or you're wrong, and it doesn't matter. Because everybody's wrong, and everybody's correct at the same time. It doesn't matter. I'm not real. So, because I'm not real, I can say whatever I want. Wink. I can't wink very wrong. I can't wink very well. Wink. I'm never wrong. That's what she said. It's true. I knew her personally. Too many things live in my walls these days? Oh, don't worry, there's a lot of space in here. Don't worry about it. My parents probably would not care, I'm already kinda odd. Yeah! There you go, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. You got it. Exactly. What's the worst thing that could happen? They'll be like, haha, that's funny. Weird. I'm not showing it to anyone I know. Why? 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 Why not? Why? How come? Why? I think it'd be great. I think it'd be funny. Let me know how it goes. I want you to record the reaction and send it to me. My mom called me weird earlier and they said it was a good kind of weird. That's the best kind of weird you could ever get, okay? If you are already considered weird, that's like, you can't get any worse. Like, the worst thing you could be, well, there's a lot of worse things you could be, but, you know, like, I think the best thing that is considered a negative, but it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, but the worst thing that people can call you, maybe, is weird. And that's not a bad thing. As somebody who has been called weird, or like odd, that's not a bad thing. You know what I would not like being called? Quirky. Don't do that. Like, I'm fine being called weird, but like, quirky. No. Or like whatever people say nowadays. There's a new word for quirky. People don't use the word quirk anymore. They use another word, and it's arguably a lot worse, but weird is not bad. Weird is good. I think weird is fine. I think you can be odd as you like. Cringe, be free. Be free, be cringe. I watch my own VODs, don't worry about it. I am immune to myself. I watch my look. I could not do video editing of my own self if I did not watch my own self. You know, like I couldn't edit. I'd have to watch that one video I put on YouTube, guys. That took me 12 hours to make. I've listened to myself on repeat for that thing. I have to listen to myself. That's not bad. That's not hard. We are just not like the rest of the pack. Yeah. Aroo! My door's open. I'm streaming with my door open so everybody else can hear me. But that's fine. The lion doesn't pay mind to the rest of the savannah. How? I don't know. I'm just used to listening to my own voice. I've been at this for so long. I stream listening to my own voice, by the way. Pro tip, if you want to get used to your own voice, just listen to yourself 24/7 through headphones. Talk into a microphone and listen to yourself back all the time. There you go. That's how you get used to your own voice. I love that. Unicorn. You should be a motivational speaker. You should take my job. I like how you are not afraid to express your words through creative poetry. Be free. You have a very good voice. Thank you. I was not a mascot the entire majority of my teenage and elementary school years for no reason. Every single time I went to an event, I did a lot of events. They were always like, what should I do? And they're like, you should just stand there and advertise. And I'm like, great, wonderful, thank you. Close my door? I'm not tall. This is average height. How does my voice sound to myself without recording? Like silence? Oh, you mean in my head? I should close my door probably, yeah. 1 second. Actually, you know what? I'll be cringe and be free. I'll just be like... That's fine. They're used to hearing me like... I'll be a husky right now. I'll just go... 2025 bingo card. Yo howling on stream. There you go, check that off. In my head, hold on, let me take off my headphones. In my head. I don't know, I think I sound normal. I sound like myself with headphones on, just maybe a little more lower. Like in my own head, I think my voice is lower. Sigma wolf? I'm an alpha wolf, how dare you? Wait, on all levels except physical, I am a wolf. Oh! Professional upstairs neighbor, yep. I would not like to listen to myself. Too many thoughts about collapsing society going in my mind. Yeah. Is there a low drum beat in the background? Am I going crazy? Oh, that's my BGM. It's just very quiet. I can turn it up. Yeah, if you're hearing there's a low drum beat in the background, that's my BGM. It's just very, very quiet. But the only thing you guys hear is just the bass. My voice is good. You're talking about my howling, right? I'm a very good husky. I'm kidding. That's the one good thing about me, guys. I have a nice voice. That's it. Yep. Yep. I don't know. Honestly, I've lived my entire life being like, yeah, this is fine. I'll just be a streamer. And then when I started streaming, everybody went like, wow, you're really suited to being a streamer because of your voice. I'm like, is that the only good thing about me? Just my voice? Just because I yap and that's it? When I first started streaming, guys, I have a fun story. When I first started streaming, when I very 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 baby streamer, baby cool streamer. First stream, I had nothing set up at all whatsoever. Absolutely bare minimum. I was actually making my overlays on stream. I made my overlays on stream. My old intro, my current ending, actually, my current ending screen, my old overlay, my BRB, those were all the same. Those were all my same, right? Those were all the same, and I was making them on stream. I made those all on stream. And while I was streaming on that my very first stream, I've had people come in and be like, wow, your voice is so amazing. And you should continue. Do you, be amazing. You're awesome. Great, good for you. And then they like dropped like a huge donation, and then they like left, and I never saw them again. I don't know where they are right now, but thank you. My #1 supporter who has been here since day one, who randomly just threw money at me and ran away, and I did not see it because I did not have alerts set up, but they sent me a message. I still have that message in my DM on Twitch. I have a DM on Twitch, and they were like, I don't know if you saw my message earlier, but you have a great voice, perfect for streaming, and you should continue to keep up the good work. You're going to keep it up. Keep up the good work. I know you'll do well one day. And I said, oh, well, thank you. And that is why I'm still here. If you're ever wondering, hi, Kale, why do you stream? Because that one person, they got me. Too much of a confidence, but yeah, day one. Day one. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice person. Yeah. So if nobody else got me, I know that one person got me. But honestly, I don't see the appeal of like voices. I think everybody sounds good to me. When I listen to people, I'm like, yeah, they sound like a person. They sound human. They sound like a, I don't know, they sound like a person. They're speaking. That is a voice. That is a human voice. I don't have any opinion on people's voices. I kind of, you know, you go numb to them. You're like, oh, well, everybody sounds like something. I think I sound like my mom. Now my voice is horrendous. People always say that. They're like, I hate my voice. I think everybody sounds fine. I think I sound like my mom. I sound like my mom. Everybody always tells me that. Or like, my relatives always say like that. They're like, wow, you sometimes sound like your mom over the phone, or like you look like your mother. And I'm like, oh wow, that's not something that I want to hear. Do people ever do that to you? You're like, wow, you look like your parents. That's kind of awkward. Then I go to my parents and I'm like, do I look like you? Do I sound like you? And my parents are like, no. I don't know. People always say that. They're like, oh, I hate my voice. I think you all sound fine. I've listened to multiple people who was always like, oh, I hate my voice. I hate like the way I sound. You sound like a normal person. Unless you have some like, I don't know. Unless you have some like horrible problem where you inhaled 5 tons of smoke and you went through like vocal cord surgery and it was beyond repair, and now you can only speak in like a super high-pitched whale voice, then you can be like, oh wow, I sound horrible because nobody can understand what I'm trying to say because everything that comes out sounds like ee, you know? But unless you can say that, I think everybody sounds fine. You don't like alien voices, only human voices? Alien voices sound like wait. Hold up. Alien voices to me sound like this. That's what aliens sound like. Do you sound like that? I have to ask. Do you sound like that? If you do, I think you might be an alien. Yeah. The name males I heard my great grandfather to my father, we all look identical. The Jeans restaurant. Wow. The Jeans restaurant. Wow. Wow. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Maybe that just might be a you problem. That just might be a you problem then. I don't know what to tell you. People said they like my voice. I can't stand it personally. That's all you need to know, okay? If people ever... I don't know. There's two reactions that people could have to your voice. And it's usually either they don't say anything about it at all because you sound fine. You sound like a person. Your voice is fine. Or the other option is if you have a super crazy, insane voice and people go, damn, that's a nice voice. Like, you know, there's this one person that I sat next to when I was in school who had a crazy deep voice. Like, they sounded like they had a super low voice, like this, but like way lower. Like hella low, super like low voice, like a narrator, but like hella deep, right? Super low. And it was very funny because we sat next to each other in class. And for you know, I have a very quiet voice. My voice is very soft and is very quiet. So when I am in a room full of a lot of people and I speak out loud, I can't project very well. You think I'm fine right now. My voice sounds fine because I'm on a microphone and my gain is boosted up to like 100. My gain is boosted up to 100. That's how you can hear me. If I was in a room, you would not hear me. I'm really quiet. So a lot of times what ends up happening in group situations is that I will respond to a question. I will put my hand up, I'll ask a question, and then nobody can hear me, and the professor goes, can you repeat that? And then I try to repeat myself, nobody can hear me again because I'm really quiet, and then the person next to me has to be like, she said this. So my neighbor with like the super deep voice raises his hand and goes like, she said blah blah blah, and then my professor looks at him and goes, damn. She's like, damn, wow, you have a very nice voice. Anyways, and then she goes to answer my question. So I think unless you have like a super unique voice that stands out like that, or is just very smooth and cool like that, and then everybody stops and goes, wow, I don't think anybody has a bad voice, you know? On the negative, you can't even hear me when I speak in a room. Like, I'm really quiet. I don't know if you guys know, like I am hella super quiet to the point that whenever I'm in a group setting, people have done this throughout my entire life and I'm very sick of it, but they always do the tilt their head towards me, one ear in my direction, hand up to their ear, hello? Like, they do the I can't hear you gesture with their hand, and then they lean in really close to me and be like, what did you say? Everybody stop, Kyo is speaking. Everybody has to be quiet, we can't hear what she's saying. And I'm like, wow, this is deeply embarrassing. It's the I said we needed more glitter. Exactly, that deep, like super deep, very smooth voice, really nice. Same here, I always have to speak up for people to hear me. I help a coach for a swim team and I need to repeat things like 3 times. Yeah, that's the struggle. That's a struggle when like being really quiet. It feels like a meme with people. I would be group projects every single time in person. I say something and then everybody around me in a circle, they all collectively lean in when I speak. And then somebody always has to go. Somebody has to go. She's speaking. Shh. I'm like, oh, really? Plot twist is your voice the teacher was complimenting? No, my professor can't even hear my voice when I speak. It's so bad to the point that, like, for projects and stuff, whenever the #1 feedback I get on projects is, we can't hear your voice. You should speak louder next time. You need to project. Every single time I do a presentation, the feedback that I get from teachers is always, you're really quiet. Even in, you know, when you're in elementary school and the teacher writes like on the report card to give to your parents, the number one thing they always write on my report card and stuff, like feedback, they give feedback for parents for their kids is always, Kyo is very quiet. Just carry a megaphone with you wherever you go? Yeah. Because I feel like I speak loudly in my own head, because obviously you're louder because I'm closest to my own voice. But apparently not to other people. When I'm outside, I have to like, I feel like I'm yelling whenever I project my voice. I feel like I'm yelling, but I'm not. Apparently I'm speaking normally, but yeah. No, that's not like the weirdest things people have done to me in public when they're like, oh, Kyo's quiet, she needs to like speak louder. People just are overly hyped to me for no reason, and I do not like that. I want to do not be perceived. I don't like being perceived. Throughout my entire life, they're like, oh, let's say we're playing sports in gym class, and we play a very large class team game, like kickball, right? Softball. I go and I am going up to bat, right? I'm going up to bat. They're ready to throw the ball towards me, and then everybody, I am Oromaru from Oromaru from like that my high school life Chunibyo guy, right? Everybody in the class, mostly started by this one person, but they heckle. They go like, everybody, make sure to run really far. Kyo's batting. And I'm like, I'm really bad at sports, so they're making fun of me. They're making fun of me and I know it. But they were like, oh my gosh, we've got a hard hitter. We gotta run far. Kyo's gonna be like super good at this. Kyo's gonna get us a home run. And I'm like, wow, way to put the pressure on me. And I'm like, super awkward. But yes. Or like, we'll be playing dodgeball or something. And then everybody's like, hey, wow, Kyo's the last one standing. And then everybody stares at me. Like, you got this, woo! I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna die. Yeah. I had the same problem with teachers, but mine said I don't talk much. Exactly. I mean, it's not that I don't talk much or whatever, but it's like, Kyo's very quiet. That's it. It's always, I'm very quiet. And it's not even like a shy thing. It's just I don't want to project my voice. I don't like projecting my voice. I don't like to yell at people. And half the time when people speak, I don't feel like responding because it's not anything I need to respond to. Unless it's important, which I don't feel it is. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys knew, but like, throughout a lot of my high school, I've just had a lot of stories of like really weird experiences, but yeah. I did not like my school. I didn't like my school. It was always like, oh my god, what? We gotta like collectively. I don't believe they were making fun of me because I would have done the same. No! You know how embarrassing that is? You know how awkward it is collectively when everybody in the class does that to you? Every single time? All the time? Constantly? Throughout your entire elementary, like high school life? Middle school life? Always? Just because like, listen, I am the only person they do this to. I'm like, I feel like I was bullied. This is like harassment. This is harassment. Just because I'm quiet, people put me next to the loud kids. I get like heckled by the loud kids constantly. Thank you for the head pat. Nah. I could realistically cry. Did you know that? You don't want to hear me realistically. You don't want to hear me realistically cry. You don't want to hear me realistically cry, okay? But yes, I was like constantly made fun of. Like people would give me like nicknames, and then they to the point where they wouldn't call me by name. They wouldn't call me by my name. They call me by that nickname, and I'm like, and the teacher would join in on it too. This is turned into like therapy hours. I'm kidding. We're gonna move on. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. We're not gonna get into like trauma dumping therapy session. That's for another stream. I'll lie down vertically on the couch. I'll lie down vertically on the couch. I had the same thing, but I was still making fun of you. Why? I'll lie down vertically on the couch, and then we'll have a clipboard, and you guys can be like, "Wow, what are we gonna be talking about in today's therapy session?" We'll get our notepads out. Exactly, we'll get our notepads out. I'll be like, let's like psychoanalyze me. Put frozen mustache. Yeah, the little Italiano mustache, the little Mario mustache. I'll have like a physical embodiment of like chat. And I'll give you guys a little clipboard and everything, and we'll sit there, and I'll be like, oh, we're gonna like psychoanalyze me today. Why am I like this? You know? Yeah, fun experiences. It was to the point that my friends were basically like, I don't know if the people making fun of you, it was mostly the guys in my class. I don't know if the people making fun of you, like the people who started it in the first place, like I don't know if they actually liked you. Like I think it was like the elementary school version of like pulling on somebody's pigtails, because I don't think they knew how to healthily talk to people properly. But they were like, yeah, I think they liked you, and I was like, no, I don't think they liked me. I think they hated me. Like when people do that to people, it's not because they like you. I think they just don't like you. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to be. It's funny now. In hindsight. Like back then I was filled with violence, and I remember writing down in my diary. I remember vividly like constantly thinking, I want to push this kid down the stairs. But I can't because it'd be a crime in all 50 states. I would love to. I think it'd be funny. I would love to push this kid down the stairs, but if I saw them to this day, I think I would. But yeah. Don't worry. I did not mind it. Well, I did mind it back when I was that kid, but like, I look back on it now, I'm like, I am so much more mature than these children were. I am so much more mature, and I don't fault them for it. It's because their brains weren't growing, and that's their problem, you know? So, it's fine. I didn't have as much impulse control as you back in middle school? Yeah. I feel like I should have at one point, like, I feel like the skills I went to were too small for much bullying to happen. Well, like at one point, there was a time where like, they would physically, like, I wouldn't say like hurt. It was like prankful, but it was like physical pranks. Like I had somebody throw staples at me. I had somebody like literally push me in the playground, like on the ground, like fully. Like they came up behind me and they pushed me. So I don't know. At some point, I was like, man, is this gonna get worse? Like, you know how they always say if you ignore it, they're looking for a reaction, and if you ignore it, maybe they'll stop. But I don't think that's the case. Like, word of advice for people, if they always say, don't do anything, or like tell a teacher, I don't know how effective that is. I remember throwing a desk because someone flipping a table at a dance. Damn. No, I was a weirdo. Why is the chat 16 plus but not 18 plus? It's for you. Welcome. Are you 18 plus? It's for you specifically. Don't worry, that rule in chat is just for you. How did you know my age? I'm a wizard. I'm a magical wizard. I'm a wizard. Yes, wizard. I am the wizard, the magical wizard, the wizard of all. The wonderful wizard of Wonderland. The lion, the wizard, and the wardrobe. The ultimate, the Rizzler, you know? It's for you. I like fried chicken. Yes. Teachers aren't much of a help? No, they're not. My teacher would join in on the... My teacher wouldn't stop them. She knew what was going on. She didn't stop them. She didn't say anything about it. I was like, wow, thank you very much. This is amazing. No, my teacher knew what was going on. She was in on it. And I didn't tell my parents because I knew my parents would take it way too far. My mom's the type of person to be like, I'm gonna go talk to the school board. And I'm like, no, don't do that. She's like, I'm gonna go talk to the principal. I'm like, no, don't do that. Yeah. And my friends knew. I told my friends, I was like, I don't like that. And they would try at the beginning. They would be like, hey, stop that. That's not very nice. And then eventually it just, my friends started joining in on it too. And then it got sad. And I was like, oh man, I have no friends. No, we still got along. It's just that it became a joke. And because I guess I didn't actively tell them to stop. They thought that I thought it was funny, and so they kept doing it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just ignore it, and I just won't say anything, and I just won't react to it at all. And my friends, I guess, don't read social cues enough to be able to be like, wow, she's not laughing. She must like it. And then they kept doing it, so, you know. We have something in common. You must be a free citizen of the US. I don't know if I'm free. I don't know if I'm free. It's worse when the bullies turn your friends against you. Yeah. I'm free to fly. I can't even fly. And you're left alone. No, my friends are friends with me. I still hung out with them. Probably because I didn't have anybody else to hang out with at the time, but you know. Outside of that, I think we're fine. My teacher was lazy. If he didn't understand a topic, she just left it. Oof. Welcome to the US education system where teachers don't teach very well. Teachers think it's only kids being kids? Yeah. I think teachers thought well, I mean, one thing, my teacher never ever pulled me over to the side and was like, are you okay? She never did that. She never did that. I would have appreciated it if she did, but she never did. Like, on one hand, it'd be fine if she was like, hey, I noticed all the kids are like saying things about you. Are you okay with that? And then I would have told her, but like, the fact that she never did, it's like something, I guess there's the kind of thing that's like, well, if they think it's a problem, I guess they'll tell me, you know? And then you're just kind of left to assume. But I feel like a lot of people should be more proactive in life. I feel like people should be more proactive with that. I can't fly, guys. I'm afraid of heights. Afraid to eat chicken? Yeah. Well, in almost all countries around the world, I think you're free to pretty much do anything. Life is an open world RPG, guys. Do whatever your heart tells you. You know, like, if you want to go out and eat 100 pounds of chicken, you can. Will you survive? Will you go to the hospital? Will you be sick? Yes, but nothing's stopping you. Nothing's stopping you. It's pay to win, though. It is. But, like, there's nobody out there who says that you can't. You can't do something mundane. You can't. Can you go out into the streets and scream? Yes. Yes, you can. You can do it right now if you want to. You can scream Bloody Mary. But would people call the cops on you? Yeah, but you're free to do it anyway. You're free to get drunk. You're free to do whatever the heck you want. You're free to go out and eat the fuzzy free corn dogs that live by the water outside. You're free to eat grass. You're free to become a human lawnmower. You're free to, I don't know, hug a goat. You're free to hug trees. You're free to do handstands. You're free to roll down hills. You're free to talk to strangers. You're free to talk to people, whoever you want to. No teacher does that? No, they don't. Well, depends on what school you go to. I went to like a semi-public school, so there's your story. You see the offer's gun, you can grab it if you own it. I don't know about that one. You could try. It'd be like GTA 5, but with no revives. If I want to, can I live in your house? I keep it clean. My house is pretty clean on its own. I don't know how much... I don't know how much work you'd be doing. I don't know how much work you'd be doing. I don't have any money to pay you with, but... I don't know. You can live in my Wi-Fi. You can be like Miku. Miku, Miku, ooh, you. You can be close. Gills killing. Why do you guys think I'm dirty? I'm pretty clean. My desk is pretty clean. There's stuff everywhere, but like I know where everything is. Even if they do something about it, it's mostly just yelling at them to stop. It gives them confidence to do more things because they know things will happen. Yeah. Free Wi-Fi. Well, I don't pay for it. I don't pay for it. We're streaming off of McDonald's Wi-Fi right now, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, the most my teacher did when kids would throw like staples at me and stuff, she'd be like, yo, I give you my permission to throw them back at him. And I'm like, that's not helpful. Do you think I'm gonna do that? You think I'm gonna do that? Strangers scary? I don't think strangers are scary. Talk to strangers. Talk to people. I think you would discover things about life that you probably would never experience. I think it's kind of fun to talk to like strangers. But it's a matter of would strangers want to talk to you. That's the issue. Yeah. That's the sad part about reality is that most people are too occupied with being on their phones and like looking down that most people don't like look at you. What if they pull out the guns? I don't think people would pull out the guns if you're not running at. Are you running at people when you approach them? Are you running at people when you approach them? I think most people are not inclined to violence at the first thing. Your house is not clean, don't lie. My house is clean. I vacuum every week. I wash my bed sheets every week. I wipe everything. I clean my desk. I don't even eat at my desk. I just have knickknacks all over the place. Yeah, every week. I do my sheets every week. I clean. Not every day. Why would I vacuum every day? That's insane. I don't have time for that. Are you changing your bed sheets every day? I think you might have a problem. I was also in public school. Yeah, the public school experience. I mean, public school isn't bad. I mean, I've been to both public, private, and an all-girls school. An all-girls school. my favorite knickknack on my desk or my favorite knickknack in general. I don't know. In general, I like marbles and I like bouncy balls, but on my desk right now, I have this fidget toy that's like a little worm, like a little tangle. I'm playing it with it right now. If you ever wonder, this, that, clicky, clacky. That's what I do. No, unless you're running at people and like they think you're a threat, I don't think most people are willing to like. Most people aren't very trigger happy. Like, despite what you might think, there's a lot of people out here who are very peaceful. Like, I don't think people are very inclined to violence. But yes, I've been through a lot of different types of school systems. I moved around a lot as a kid. I went to an all-girls school. That was very fun because girls are very supportive, but they're also very unhinged. Like, if you think guys are weird, you don't know how girls are at girls' schools. Hey, look at my hair, it changed. You don't know how girls are. They're interesting. You learn when you're going up and down stairs to just never look up, because girls will not wear underwear. Girls will wear thongs and walk up and down the stairs in really short skirts, because we had a uniform. And our uniform had a skirt, so you just kind of go up and down stairs and you look down, because if you look up, you will get an upshot of some girl's, like, underwear. Or her butt. So. One fear I have is that people think I'm following them and I happen to be walking behind them. What? It's an all-girls school, don't worry about it. It's an all-girls school, we're all girls, but like, you know. Really awkward when some girls would like not wear underwear. Yeah, that was a thing. Or like you would hear rumors going around constantly about like girls like getting pregnant and stuff, and you'd be like, oh, that's wonderful, you know. Just normal girl school stuff that girls talk about in high school, right? Are these guys are direct for the most part? I don't know, I think guys are not very direct. Guys are not direct at all. You guys will beat around the bush forever about things. I find people dumb, to be honest. That's very true. A lot of people are very dumb. I don't think guys are very honest. Like, they're not very direct at all. I don't think guys are direct at all. In some ways, maybe they are direct, but a lot of times they're not. At least in my experience. When it comes to, like, dudes, they're, like, not honest at all. Really? It must be the guys I'm around? Well, yeah, probably. I don't think if you're walking behind somebody that they're like walking behind them. I don't think people think about it. Unless if they start speeding up and then you speed up too, that's when you're really following them. If you're following behind somebody and then they start speeding up and you notice that and then you start speeding up too, you're not following them anymore, you're like chasing them. So don't do that. I feel like I'm around really frank, blunt guys, especially about deeper emotional things. I agree. Well, maybe it's your friends. If they were raised right? If they're raised properly by somebody who is emotional and open about their feelings. But I feel like a lot of dudes have just kept things inside internally, and they're like, well, I will just die with this feeling. Like a lot of people I know are like that. They're like, I will feel these feelings, or they just refuse to admit that they're feeling feelings, and then they will just die like that. It's like, okay, good for them. But I don't think that's very healthy. Yeah, dudes will not be open about their feelings. But like when it comes to, I don't know, just general opinions or things like that, maybe they can be a little bit more direct, like, I don't like this. I hate that. Meanwhile, I think women will be a little bit more like neutral about things. I think guys are more open to be like, I really, really dislike this. And then I think girls are, on the other hand, a little bit more like, well, we can debate about it, right? Girls will be like, well, I think that's true, but also at the same time, you have to think about this. Like, I think women are a little bit more empathetic on that front. Dudes are probably just like, they won't elaborate. They won't elaborate. They'll just say their thing. They'll be like, I don't like this, and then they won't elaborate. And then women will be like, I think this. We're not talking about trauma anymore. We're talking about feelings. No, we started off as a comedy stream, but as always, comedy. I think if I were a clown, I would be a sad clown. You know how people perceive, fun fact guys, did you know how some people perceive clowns to be like creepy? It's because there's two types of clowns. There's two types of clowns. There is happy clowns and sad clowns. And then the disconnect that happens is when a sad clown tries to be a happy clown and it looks wrong. And you recognize that because you recognize it on a level that you don't understand, but you know that it's not right. And then your brain picks up on that disconnect and then perceives it as creepy because they know it's not right. But that is why some people think clowns are creepy, is because they're not playing the right kind of clown. They're not being the right clown that they're supposed to be. Anyways, fun fact for the day. Little psychology thing. From clown school, by the way. From clown school. An uncanny valley type. Yes, exactly. That's the term. An uncanny valley type of term. I went to clown school. Do you know that? I went to clown school for like a day. It was fun. Actually not really clown school, but it's like circus school. And a lot of things that we did there was like how to trapeze walk on things, how to juggle, and how to like do aerial silks and like all the swing from the poles and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Destined to be happy clown, forced to sad clown, horn. Yes. We're forced to be sad clowns. What were we talking about earlier? I don't remember. Oh, emotional intelligence. I don't know. It's really hard for, I feel like, a lot of people to be empathetic. To develop and think about, wow. Okay, one thing, it's really hard for people to think in general. Especially about other people and their feelings, because not a lot of people sit around and go like, man, is the things that I'm doing, is this going to impact other people in a way? And a lot of times they don't think about that. It's just, how can I do this? And they don't think about other people. So I find that very sad, and I think that we should be more, you should be more like, just in one moment of your life, just sit down and think, is my actions going to have an impact on another person? Right? That's all I have to say on that matter. I think people should develop empathy. I think people should be like, wow, I can sense generally how people are feeling, but how do I know how to act in turn? Nope, therefore I remain quiet. Yeah, bystander effect, but I'm happy listening to someone vent, but I feel nervous talking about my own stuff. Is this in general, or is this with your friends, or with just strangers and people? Because, like, if it's one thing if it's with your friends, because then you can be like, hey, friend, I want to talk about something. You know what I hate? And then you just start ranting. Like, that's fine. My friends do that all the time. We're used to that. It'll be like, in the group chat, we'll just be like, guys, this happened to me the other day, and I'm just going to start talking about it. And we'll be all like, oh my god, oh no. Right? Oh, this pisses me off, blah, blah, blah. And then they start ranting. But if you go up to strangers and you start ranting, I don't know, that just might be like unsolicited ranting. That's like, they didn't ask for that, but if you're in your own, like, you're with your friends or you want to talk to somebody, I don't think that's like bad. I tried more recently not to overthink what I'd say and do, so I just shut up in conversations. Oof. Oof. I felt that. I have that. I felt that, like, deeply. Where you're, like, in a group setting and you're like, I don't know what to do in this situation. I feel that, yeah. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm just sitting there, I'm like, should I say something? Should I do something? Should I do this? And then, like, it's like a dialogue tree in an otome game that pops up in my mind, or it's like I have 3 options, you know? One is talk to some, like, it's like the 3 options, and one of them is like the option where you get punched, right? Like, you sit there and one of the options is like compliment them. Second option, I hate you. Third option, like fight, or like say nothing, or like walk away, or something like that. And then I always feel like I'm just standing there in a quick time event, and I'm like, oh god, what do I do? Yeah, it feels like that. Quick time events. And then I don't know what to do. I just feel like I'm unwelcome or being annoying. Yeah. The worst feeling for me is I feel confident initially saying my piece, and notice the attention on me, then I start to stumble my words. Yeah. Yeah. For real. I felt that too. Or not even, like, sometimes things will happen, and then I just stand there, and I just won't say anything because I literally don't know how to react. I'm like, should I be doing something about this? Like, should I do something about this? Okay, I'll be going now. Thank you for stopping by. Good night. Goodbye, good luck, have a great day. Thank you, you too. Yeah, a lot of situations I'm like, should I do something about that? And I'll be like, eh. Your eyes are not red. I thought we established this last time. Oh right, I said I was gonna ignore you. But yeah, a lot of times in situations that I find if I just let it be and I just don't say anything, it'll just resolve itself on its own eventually. Until it becomes a problem. Like, it's not, unless it affects me directly and it becomes like a worse problem, I'm not gonna say anything about it. And that's how it's been going throughout most of my life. And it's been fine, it's been working out fine. You know, it'll resolve itself. And if people have an issue, they have to tell me directly. Because until then, I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. Because, like, if you're gonna be a coward and not tell me, I don't care. Okay, word of advice for everybody here. If you think somebody is talking about you behind your back, just let them. Just let them, unless they're deliberately going to your friends and spreading slander. And then you can talk to your, you know, friends about it and be like, hey, so-and-so has been going around spreading rumors about me. But until they say something, like, absolutely detrimental, honestly, just ignore it. It's fine. Don't, like, I'm tired. I don't have the energy for that. Yeah. Like, if somebody has a problem with me, they have to tell me directly. And I'd be more than happy to, like, listen. And be like, sure, whatever problem you have with me, we can work it out. But if they go behind you, and they're constantly like, I hate the way blah 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 does this, and blah 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 does that. If you're going around behind my back and saying, like, stuff, I don't care. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Like, I don't care when people say stuff about me behind my back. You know, that's my entire life. People say things, and I don't care. Like, it's always about whatever people think about me, and I don't care. You just gotta think about it in a positive way. They're thinking about me. I live rent free in their head. That's all they want. This is not sad. This is not trauma dumping. This is positive. Thank you for the head pets, though. Thank you. They can say whatever they want about me. I don't care. I think it's a good thing, but this is just advice for you guys. If you think it's being awkward, don't worry. Like, I think a lot of people are more occupied with how other people perceive them then they are thinking about you. So don't worry. Don't worry. You are valid, and you are more than welcome to, I don't know, exist and take up space. Yes. I think it's even worse if you try to say something and then nobody's paying attention. That's kind of sad. You're trying to say something important and you're like, wow, I feel really strongly about this and I want everybody to listen, and then when you start speaking, nobody's paying attention, and that sucks even more than like people staring at you in a conversation. Like, it's one thing if you're talking and everyone goes like, oh my god, Kyo's speaking, we need to listen to her. And then the other one where you're trying to say something and everybody goes, yeah, whatever. I think that feels worse. Like, what's the what's that saying? The opposite of love is not hate, but indifference. The opposite of like and love is not hate, it's indifference, because love and hate are very close to each other on this spectrum. You can have very strong emotions about the same thing. The opposite of that, of passion, is just indifference. Like, to hate something is to love something, and to hate something is also to love something, in the way that you feel very strongly about that thing. The opposite of that is to just... Which is why, in a way, I guess, hate or love can easily flip on itself, right? Enemies to lovers, rivals to lovers, right? Hate can very easily become love. Meanwhile, love can also easily become hate, because passion can go in two directions. Passion usually ends up getting converted to hate. Do I have arms? Do I have hands? Good question. I don't think I have hands. My hands are covered by my sleeves. My sleeves are so frilly. I don't pick things up. I try to eat soup. My sleeves go in the soup. I drink with a straw. What was I talking about? I got distracted looking at myself. Gotta go make out with Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. Well, I was talking about indifference. Yeah. So I think, like, if nobody says anything about you, that's fine. The funniest thing to me though is like, when people go out of their way to be like typing max speed on the keyboard, making like 37 different accounts and being like, I hate this person. Oh, you like me so bad. It's that meme, right? What's that meme? Oh, you want to kiss me so bad, right? That meme? But like with your haters. That's what you have to have, the attitude that you want to have. It's just, oh wow, you you want to kiss me so bad, just respond. If you ever have haters in your life, guys, just respond to them with, you want to kiss me so bad, don't you? There you go. Problem solved. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Who is Mark Zuckerberg? That's like the CEO of Facebook, right? Yeah, he's the CEO of Facebook. I got it right. I was like, it's either Apple or Facebook, and I don't remember which one's which. They care so much they take the time to say that on all their else. Exactly, they like me. They like you. They're obsessed with you. They want to kiss you so bad. Yeah, the Skinwalker? I don't... What does he look like? I don't know. You know who looks like a Skinwalker to me? That one dude who keeps getting plastic surgery. Actually, there's a lot of people who keep getting plastic surgery, but there's two people in my mind who look like that. The CEO of Twitter and Ollie London. I don't know, some people look kind of scary with plastic surgery. Ooh, by the way, if you guys ever go to Korea, Brian John, I don't know who that is. If you go to Korea, there is this term that they use for people who get a lot of plastic surgery done on their face. They call them Gangnam Beauties. It's what they call people who go to Gangnam. there's a lot of plastic surgery clinics in Gangnam that they're known for being like, I guess, cheaper? Like cheaper? What's it called? Like cheaper plastic surgeries, but a lot of people go there to get like plastic surgery done there. The most common one that they get in South Korea is the eyelid surgery, and then the second one, maybe the jaw or the nose, I don't know. Forehead. They do a lot of stuff. But like, there's some people who look like dolls. They look plastic. And they look creepy. If someone ever threatens me, I'll just weird them out by being flirty. Exactly, that's the take you gotta have. There you go. Just if somebody ever comes up to you and they're standing nose to nose with you and they're like, you know when people get really aggressive and they start threatening you, and for some reason every single time in movie scenes, whenever you notice this, guys in movies, whenever they start fighting, they'll grab each other by the collar and they'll pull them up really close to their face, and every single time they do that, in my mind, what goes through my mind is like, ooh, they're gonna kiss. That's what it looks like to me. Like when people get into bar fights and they grab each other by the collar and then they're like really close to each other's faces so they can intimidate each other by being like, oh, you want a piece of me, you want a piece of me, blah blah blah. I just look at that and I'm like, ah, lovers. Enemies to lovers. 10K, they're gonna kiss. So, you know, I think the number one way to de-escalate that fight would just to be lean in. To lean in, if you were ever to be grabbed by the collar and they're doing that to you, they're all leaning up close to your face and they're all getting in your face and being all like, oh, you want a piece of me? Oh, well, you will fight me, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, just look at them in the eye and be like, you're really close. Ooh, you wanna taste of these lips so badly. You wanna kiss me so bad, and they will get stun locked probably. Either that or they'll punch you, you never know, but de-escalate the situation. Be weirder. I love that one clip of the two MMA fighters before the start of a fight staring off, and one of the guys smushes the other out of nowhere and the other guy kisses back at a reflex. I have to see that video. There was this one movement on Twitter. I could do a convincing high-pitched uwu cat girl voice as a hairy dude. It's 10 times better. Yeah, do it. Yeah, if you ever get in a bar fight, just pull that out and they won't know how to react. They'll be like, what? There was this movement on Twitter a while ago, I think a week ago, where people were posting screenshots and they were like, ah yes, soccer, the most homoerotic sport ever to ever exist. And it was just screenshots of whenever guys score a goal in any type of contact sports. Whenever dudes get into contact sports, I don't know why, but they dogpile and they hug each other and they do this weird humping thing. And so there was this group where people were like, what's the soccer players? It was I believe it was like a Korean, like the Korean side of Twitter or the Japanese side of Twitter. And they were like, what happens in American football? And they were just sharing clips of like guys who would score goals and then they would lie on the ground and another guy would just lie on top of them and he would like smack the other guy's ass. And it's like, what is happening? And it just, there's somebody who like made a compilation of all these clips of like soccer. Yeah, just stuff happens. Or like these weird the weird clips of like that happening. And there's multiple clips of dudes scoring goals and another guy would tackle him and then they're like literally lying on top of each other on the field and it's like, okay, that's weird. Local VTuber encourages viewers to get in bar fights. Exactly. I never claimed to be a good influence. I never claimed to be a good influence. As long as if I am influencing you to do something, that's on you to like make decisions for yourself. That one guy on Insta who meows in public? What? Have you seen Turkish wrestling with all the oil? They reach down into others' pants for extra. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I've seen that. It's like a sport, right? They like... Yeah, there's like a festival. They cover each other with oil and then they try to like throw each other. Yep. There's like also another festival where they do mud wrestling, right? They do mud wrestling, and that's fun. Damn, who want to visit Turkey with me? Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe somebody. I gotta eat. Good night, cat goes meow. I should probably go to bed too. It's like 2:30. I should probably go to bed too. Anyways. Thank you all for stopping by. I should probably go to bed. Good night. That's a good idea. Eep. Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Kyoyasumi. I like that. That's cute. Kyoyasumi. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Kyoyasumi. What would my intro be though? Kyohayo. Thank you. Thanks to the YouTube algorithm. That's how you discovered me? YouTube? And then you came over to Twitch? That's so funny. Which one did you see? Was it one of my VODs or was it my memes? I have to know. Yeah? The VODs? The video? The VOD? Like my current stream? Oh, my current live. My current live? That's so funny. That's so like... You know, I have 2 versions of this. Oh, that's so funny. Well, I guess thank you to YouTube algorithm for recommending my channel to like random people every single... Every once in a while I'll get notifications on my phone. It'll be like, some person followed you on Twitch. And I'm like, huh. They're not discovering me on Twitch. They're probably discovering me on YouTube and they decided to follow me on YouTube. YouTube has struck again. But thank you for stopping by and thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you. I hope you had a good time and thank you everybody else. Thank you for all for stopping by and chatting with me. Good night. Emotes are huge. Kyoyasumi. Kyoyasumi. Thank you. Bye bye. I don't have a schedule this week. It's just kind of random. But thank you all for stopping by. Good night. Oh gosh, I don't even know Twitch pulled up. Oh well. Bye. Bye bye. Good night. I like to wait for my ending to end. Bye bye. 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 Bye.